if you in a room full of 8 idiots, you the 9th one. Stop waiting on other people to give you permission to be great. Stop waiting on discipline to become cool. Stop waiting for other people to do what you're supposed to be doing. Peace to the gods. Atune. Welcome back to Chance. Welcome back to Opportunity. I'm Master Tru, Master Disciple of the Most High Chief Baba G. And today we're going to be talking about self-mastery. Because there's pretty much nothing else to talk about. Stop using other people as an excuse for you being unable to conduct yourself, train yourself, and do what you need to do in order to become your greatest version. Sometimes people aren't ready to sacrifice what you're willing to sacrifice. Some people aren't willing to give up sleep. Some people aren't willing to give up the video games. Some people aren't ready to give up the smoking. They aren't ready to give up the drinking. They aren't ready to give up the unhealthy eating. They aren't ready to give up the excuses. They aren't ready to give up the complaints. They aren't ready to give up the things that have been holding them back. But because they won't do it, don't think that that's going to be a valid excuse for you holding on to the things you know that you've come to the clear realization that you need to let go of. I don't care what the people around you are doing. When you die, what you chose to do is going to be the only thing that matters. You know damn well it's time for you to start eating better because you done started thinking better. You know damn well it's time for you to stop smoking. It's time for you to stop drinking. It's time for you to stop giving your energy to people, places, and things that are not serving your growth and development. The reason I said that if you're in a room full of 8 people, you're eight idiots, you're the 9th one, is because a lot of people get caught up in criticizing and identifying what other people need to work on without having the ability to self-reflect, because self-reflection is the greatest position to be in when you're trying to become better. Because the only person you need to be looking at is you, because you are the core reason for everything that happens in your life. Everything that happens in your life is your fault. When you get to that point, you start looking at ways that you can change the outcome rather than thinking that you require other people to change in order for your life to change. You don't need nobody to do shit because your reality is a reflection of you. You want to be the change you want to see in the world. When I see other things I don't like in other people, I no longer try to give all of my energy in forcing that person to see what they need to do and letting that person know how much it gets on my fucking nerves. I don't do that no more. I use that as a clear indication and reminder of why I don't do that shit no more. When I see people eating unhealthy, I'll be like, oh, and hearing the way that they think, I'd be like, okay, that's a clear indication of why I don't do that no more. When I see people gossiping and talking about other people's business, I don't get mad at that person. I don't try to convince that person that they need to stop. I use that as a reminder of why I don't do that shit. Let people serve their purpose in your life. And that's either going to be as an example of what you need to do or as an example of what you shouldn't be doing. When you see somebody, you be like, oh shit, I'm going to start doing that. I like that. I'm going to start doing that. Hey, I need to start looking at stuff like that. I need to start eating like that. I need to start getting up at that time. I need to start focusing on that. Yeah, I need to start thinking about that. I need to start doing that. Or let that person be an example of what you shouldn't be doing and be like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. Nah, I ain't gonna say it like that. Nah, I ain't gonna go there. Nah, I ain't gonna look at it like that. I ain't gonna think like that. And stay in a position of self-reflection. Because when you can look at yourself, you can make the necessary corrections that are going to allow you to move forward. Because the only thing that's blocking you is you. The only enemy is you and how you think and how you look at things. I spend my time studying my chart, my astrological program, looking at the things that cause me to play as a devil in my own reality, because I am the devil too. I'm God and the devil. I'm both of them. I'm good and evil. We need to understand that about ourselves and stop pointing the finger at an illusionary external devil, when the devil in your reality, if you trace it back to all the shit that's happening in your life that you don't want to happen, that you didn't want to happen, the shit that you want to stop happening, you are the cause of it. You're the source of it. The devil, you want to know who the devil is? You, nigga. You're the devil. At the center of everything that happens in your life, that's bad. I guarantee we trace it all the way back. It's something that you did to cause it. It's something that you're doing to allow it to keep going. When you realize that you God, you realize that you everything. And and being the devil is a part of that. The reason why you can't move forward in life is because you are hanging with the wrong people, meaning that you're the devil. The reason you're not moving forward in life is because you're watching stupid shit on TV that ain't got nothing to do with your self-improvement, making you the devil. The reason you can't move forward in life is because of what you're eating, making you your own devil. Treat your reality like a mirror. If you don't like what you see in the mirror, what good is it gonna do to break the mirror and smash the mirror and scream at the mirror? Change the person that's being reflected, because it's you. You don't like something in your life, it's a reflection of you. What are you gonna do now? Because it doesn't matter what's going on in your life, it's all about what you're gonna do to change it. Okay, you identified a problem. Okay, are you gonna focus on the problem, or are we gonna try to find a solution? Okay, there's an obstacle. Are we gonna give our energy and attention to the obstacle, or are we gonna focus on how to get around it? All is mental. Everything that's going on in your life is a residual of how you think, a residual of how you looking at things. And how you looking at things goes back to your astrological program. Astrological program is your birth chart. Your birth chart is going to be the instructions on how your mind works, the patterns of your mind. Most people think astrology is a joke. Okay, fine. I don't even give a fuck. I'm not even attached to people who don't get knowledge of self. I'm not talking to those people. I'm talking to people who see what's going on. I'm talking to people who have the intelligence to grasp it. If you don't grasp what I'm saying, I don't give a damn, because I know everybody's not going to grasp it. If you're not interested in astrology, I'm not interested in convincing you you should. If you're not interested in eating better, thinking better, sleeping better, living better, stay being a fucking loser. Stay being regular. Stay being average. If you want to do what everybody else is doing, go do that. I'm fine with you doing that. If you want to stay where you at, you feel like you don't need to grow no more, fine, do that. Do that. Do that. I do these videos for myself and for the people that understand what I'm talking about. Self-reflection is the only position to be in. What can I do? What can I change? How can I change? Am I looking at this the right way? Why am I looking at it like this? Constantly pointing the finger at yourself is the only way you're going to become the master of your reality. Because everybody else and everything else in your reality is only serving as a catalyst to show you something about you, man. I hate people who point the finger. That shit irks me. I hate what that shit looks like, because when they're pointing the finger, they miss the point that they could have resolved the solution, or that they're in control of the situation. That shit make me itch. I hate people that blame white people. I hate people that blame the government. I hate people that blame corporations. I hate people that blame anything, because you're God, nigga. Like, why would I blame the government when I can leave? Why would I blame McDonald's when I don't have to eat there? Why would I blame the cigarette company when I don't have to smoke? Why would I blame white people when I don't have to live underneath their rules? Why would I blame my relationship when I'm the one in the motherfucker? Why would I blame my friends when I'm the one associating with them? Why am I blaming anything when I'm the one that's giving my attention to it, which is allowing it to exist in my reality? Name something that exists in your reality that you're not paying attention to. It's impossible. Do you know what's going on in Yugoslavia? No, nigga, because you're not giving your attention to it. Therefore, what's going on in Yugoslavia has no effect on your life. If you're not focused on something, it cannot exist in your reality, because nothing exists beyond your observation and what you give attention to. I don't give a fuck about anything that's not trying to make me better. And anytime something comes into my reality, I see it. Get the fuck away from me. Get away from me. I've already beat that part of the game. I've already beat smoking. I've already beat drinking. I've already beat the silly shit that some people still think is a part of life. I don't entertain stupid shit. I don't entertain ignorance. I used to get mad at people that didn't understand what I said. I used to get mad at people that didn't want to change and didn't want to grow. Then I realized, like, nigga, let them people do what the fuck they want to do. You wasting your time that you could have been given to yourself to improve yourself, worrying about what they doing. I'm no longer mad at people that don't understand. I'm no longer mad at people that have no interest in spirituality and self-growth. I let that shit be, man. I let that shit be. That shit out of my hands, man. That shit out of my control. You have to know what you can control and what you can't control and be okay with that. And the only thing you can control is yourself. You can't make nobody do nothing. You can't make nobody do nothing, man. Make sure that you're okay with you. And don't stress yourself out on people, because everybody on different levels of the game. Everybody at different levels of the video game. Everybody in different stages of spirituality. What I want to do is make sure that I'm doing my absolute fucking best to be my greatest version. And if somebody don't like it, fuck them. They're only convicted by your ability to exercise discipline and your ability to be focused on what really matters. People who try to bring you down is only confirmation that they're beneath you in the first place. Fuck them. Fuck them. They feel guilty because you're doing better. They feel guilty because you're thinking better. And rather than get on board with you and try to figure out what you're doing, these motherfuckers hate and try to pull you down to where they are. It's even that is your decision, because can't nobody pull you down unless you can only meet them where they at. Can't nobody do nothing to you. Can't nobody harm you. Can't nobody sabotage you. Can't nobody destroy you. Everything is your decision. You're God. Everything just plays as a test to see how you're gonna respond, because how you respond says everything about who you are. When you say that you God, that means that I got it. Boom. I see you being disrespectful, but I'm not even going to go there with you. I see you hating, but I ain't going to be a hater like you. I'm going to stay above you every single time. Boom, 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 boom. Every test, keep passing them, keep passing them, keep passing them. And confirm and affirm to yourself through the overcoming of these obstacles who you are. Realize who you are, man. You God. And everything that happens to you in your life is your fault. And it's all about what you're going to do rather than what happened to you. Peace to the gods. I love myself.